All right. All right. Shalanda Sims, how are you? How are you?
Good.
You good?
Yep,
Thank you
yep.
for coming on. I'm excited to have you on here.
Thank you. I didn't know if I could get on this stool.
You know what? I believe in you, and you are killing it right now.
I did it.
You got
Yeah.
on this stool with a lot of confidence that a lot of guests don't have.
Well, yeah, no heels today, so.
That's a bold move. That's a bold. Me too. I didn't do any.
Oh, you got a little heel, but.
I got a little bit. I'm working with some.
Yeah.
Me and Shalanda go way back. I actually a couple minutes before the show started, I interrupted one of her text messages. She was out there in the hallway just trying to have some personal time.
Right.
And I ran up on you. It was very inappropriate. I had no regard for what you were doing in your personal life, and I just imposed my will on you, and I apologize for that.
I forgive you.
That seems sincere. So we're going to go with it. Shalanda Sims. Now you are a part of a great organization, a great event that's happening right now, the Black History Festival Northwest here in Portland. This is the second annual Black History Month Festival.
Yes.
Give it up for that, everybody. Second annual Black History Month Festival. So what was the inception? What was your role in feeling like we need to have this type of festival here in the city of Portland?
So when we started with a play titled Who I Am Celebrating Me.
And you're actually acting in that?
I wrote it.
You wrote it? Oh. Oh, that's even better, because actors, come on, let's just be real about it.
I'm an actor.
Okay, but you're also, look. As a writer, and sometimes people make a mistake and pay me to act in things, but as a writer, you know, we are the people who put the words on the page.
Right.
You know, and it's just those pretty people that just, you know, they say the words. So we're the real, what I'm trying to say is we're the real heroes here, right? Can you agree with that? Yes, moving on. So, it started with a play.
It started with the play that takes us through a cultural journey of the African American experience. That was 13 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And when we started, there was little to nothing happening for Black History Month. But there were other events happening to showcase other cultures.
Right.
So we received a nice grant from Metro last year, and we thought this is our opportunity to finally do the festival.
Now, in the beginning, as far as venue-wise and actors and writers involved, what did that look like? Where were you guys actually at before the grant was approved?
So before, we had been at Jefferson High School.
Right. Okay.
For about 8 years. Then we moved downtown.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that was, you said 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
13
is
years
when
ago.
we started.
And was that the first? When was the actual first, like the festival, the first annual? Was that the 13 years ago?
That was last year.
Last year. Now, last year, sponsors and everything. I would imagine the first year had a good response.
Yes.
What are some of the programs that people and the events that people can attend for the festival?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, that was just random. I didn't, we didn't plan it. We didn't plan this.
So I brought this here, and there are more.
That's your flyer there?
So we had 10 events last year sponsored by the festival, but there are all sorts of events happening this month by different people. But our events are Wine and Unwind with trainer Tyra. That's right. That's gonna be on the 23rd. And
what is that event? Wine and Wine.
Wine and Unwind.
Wine and Unwind. Trainer Tyra, clearly a trainer.
Trainer,
a trainer.
Right. So she's going to have a class
right.
At Commotions on that day at 10 a.m. And then afterwards, we're going to unwind.
Okay. You see? It's a play on words, people.
Right.
That's what we're talking about here. So you work out a little bit, then you have a little bit of a cocktail and just sit around and chat a little bit.
Right.
That's the only way I work out nowadays,
Right.
so that's good.
That's
when
the
is that
best
going to
way.
be?
That's going to be on the 23rd.
23rd.
It was on the 9th, but,
Okay.
this weather here.
All the snow.
Right.
Right, I get that.
That you were talking about before.
Yeah, well, Josh, the snow?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Thank you, Josh.
I'm sorry I brought that in. It kind of messed things up.
Right. Thanks. Yeah. She had to postpone it, reschedule. And
But we
now
do have
it's
a
on
due
the-
date, and it's on the 23rd, okay?
Then we're having our Day of Love on the 18th at Portland Center Stage.
Tell me a little bit about that.
That is an event where it's all ages. It's from 2 to 8 p.m. It's on President's Day. The city of Portland is also involved. Their CAN network is involved with that. We'll be having panel discussions as well as vendors and entertainment.
Nice. Panel discussions, what are some of the topics that you guys will be discussing for that?
Well, we have a couple of affinity groups. That means they're private, they're closed, so everyone's not welcome in that group. But
like this, like our group, like this is my show. I open the doors for you because I want you to be in here. But we're pretty infinity here. We're a pretty infinite group.
Infinity, yes.
I don't know if I'm using that word correctly.
No.
I'm sorry.
But
well, I'm being honest. Chris came up here and opened up his heart. I'm just letting you guys know I use words sometimes that I don't really know how they go, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn. Do you believe me?
That's why we brought you on, to help you learn.
Thank you. This is an intervention for me. This is all it really is. I'm sorry. I'm taking you off the So there's going to be groups and discussions,
yes.
and then there's going to be entertainment. What kind of
going to be
entertainment can people look forward to?
There's going to be a lot of local talent.
Okay.
And so let me back up. The way that the festival works, we have a committee of about 10 people who are in different African-American organizations.
Right.
So each committee member is over a specific event.
Right.
I am not over this event.
Okay. All right.
So
you don't.
I know
there's people who can,
about it,
right.
but there are people more qualified than I am to talk about.
So what you are over? You are actually the.
I'm over the whole entire thing.
Right. You're the most important person, is what I'm getting at.
Okay. Thank you.
There it is. She's the most important. That's what we bring here. We bring the most important people. I can tell by the way you got up on this stool with no hesitation that you are the most important person in any room you walk into. So you being the festival, the director,
yes.
right? Your hands are in a lot of pots.
Yes.
You're making sure everybody's on top of their job. What is one thing you want to see different and or something that's improved this year vice the first year of the festival?
I don't know, because we had a great first year.
You can't improve what's already perfect. That's what she's trying to say. It was perfect last year. It will be even better this year. Is there anything new that you guys added, the whole committee, that people can look forward to for this year?
Yes, but unfortunately it's already passed. We had an art gallery exhibit downtown at Portland 5. It was awesome. We had artists from age 8 up. Yeah.
Just doing different stuff, showcasing different talents.
Yeah.
Was it a good turnout?
It was a nice turnout. We'll
That's
probably
amazing.
be posting some videos and photos soon. And then our Day of Love is different than our gala last year.
Okay.
Last year we brought Jamil Hill.
Oh.
Yeah, we brought her, and that was
I would
wonderful.
imagine, yeah, that's a big ticket item right there. That's great.
Right. Well, we decided to do something a little different.
Something a little different.
Something a little
okay.
different to get everybody involved.
Is there anything, I know you said they missed probably like the big ticket item already, but anything, you have the festival's broken down into different acts.
Right.
Right? Where can people find information? I know you have a website, there's a social media presence and all that stuff.
Yes, you can go to blackhistoryfestival.org. There is a calendar up there, some photos from last year, contact information. If you want to be a vendor, you can go to that website. Also, we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Black History Festival. What is it?
Black
PDX.
History. Yep, there you go.
Right.
That sounds about right. I
Right.
believe it. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank
I really
you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
The festival is throughout the entire month. There's
the
still
entire
several
month.
events going on right now. Follow them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go to the website. Don't feel like just because you weren't there in the beginning of the month and experiencing the panels and seeing some of the art and talking to some of those people. Folks, February is still happening. This is still Black History Month. Get out there. Take
Right.
part in the festival.
Yeah, one more thing, sorry.
No, don't
One more
apologize to me.
thing.
You're the boss.
On the 25th, if you want to know more about Black History Month or about Black history in general, we will be having a game show, How Well Do You Know Your Black History?
Oh, wow.
That is happening at Jefferson High School.
Oh,
We've gathered 5 BSU groups from David Douglas, Central Catholic, Reynolds, Jefferson.
So these are high school
Students
competing.
will be competing for a prize to go back into their BSU groups.
That sounds
So
amazing.
come out and support if you can make it.
I was going to ask you, is there like an open submission? Can people show up and participate in this show? But my 18-year-old niece is a part of her Black Student Union, and she makes me feel bad all the time about the things I do not know about my heritage. So I don't want to be in front of people losing in front of a teenager, because that won't do anything well for my self-esteem.
Right.
But I'm sure that's going to be a great event.
Yes.
Shalanda Sims, everybody. Make
Thank
some
you.
noise